Hello everyone. This is the second video graphing the quadratic equation. So let's graph using the vertex form of the quadratic equation. Y equals to ax minus h squared plus k, where h and k are the coordinates of your vertex and the value of a will decide the orientation of your graph. Let's take a look at this example. Y equals to x minus 2 squared plus 3. If you compare this with the vertex form, you will see that the value of h and k are 2 and 3. The value of a is 1, which means that the graph will open up. So why is the value of h 2 and not negative 2? Because if you compare with the standard equation here, the equation for the vertex form, h is a non-negative number. The minus is in the formula. So I have a 2, I have an h will be just 2. We will go ahead after finding the value of the vertex. We will create the table and we will plug in those values in the center of the table. So why am I doing that? When you graph a parabola, the points that are to the left and the right of your vertex are reflecting points. Those points are equal distance from the axis of symmetry, which means that you are choosing the neighboring coordinates from the vertex. So you are choosing the left neighbor and the right neighbor. And trust me, this is one of the most effective ways to graph the quadratic equation. Just write down the value of the vertex coordinates in the middle of the table. And then go ahead and choose a left neighbor to 2 and a right neighbor, which would be 3. Again, another left neighbor, so 0 and then 4. When you put those values in the equation that you are using, you will get some outputs. So let's try and find that for some of those points. So let's put x equals to 1 and x equals to 3. When you put x equals to 1, let's calculate the value. 1 minus 2 squared plus 3 is equals to negative 1 squared plus 3 or just 4. And if I put x equals to 3 in the equation, we will get 3 minus 1 squared plus 3. Again, which is same as 4. So you can see that we are getting a reflected outcome. And then we should find the value for x equals to 0 and 4. And as you must have noticed already, we should get the same outputs if our work is correct. So let's go ahead and put x equals to 0 and x equals to 4. So substituting the value of x equals to 0 in this equation of x minus 2 squared plus 3 will give you 0 minus 2 squared plus 3, which would be 4 plus 3 or just 7. And then again, if we substitute x equals to 4, we will get 7. So now I have enough points. I have 5 points to graph. Please notice that the coordinates of the vertex are the unique point, as in the output of the coordinate of the vertex is not being reflected at any other position. You can see that 4 and 4 are being repeated, 7 and 7 is being repeated, but the coordinates of the vertex are unique. This also helps you a lot if you have been given a table and you have to find out the vertex using a table. Then you are just looking for that unique outcome. All the other y values will have something to pair up with, a similar output to be paired up with. But when you see an outcome that has nothing in common with the other outcomes, then you can say that it is your vertex. The x value of your vertex is the axis of symmetry, and the y value gives you the minimum or the maximum point. So let's take those values and put it in the graph. Let's graph it on the graph paper. It's a very small graph, so it might be difficult for you to see. But once we find the coordinates, it's not as difficult. let's go ahead and first draw the axis of symmetry. You can see that the points are at the equal distance from the axis of symmetry, and you can also mirror them on each side. So this is how we create a graph using the vertex form of the quadratic equation. In the next video, we will learn how to graph the quadratic equation using the standard form ax squared plus bx plus c. Bye for now. See you later.